I'm Marcus.
And I'm Kitty, and this is Dating Detours.
We've dated the red flags, dodged the ghosters, and yeah, maybe joked around about poly.
And now we're talking to real people about what dating really looks like. The messy, the funny, and the surprisingly healing.
Modern love's a mess. Let's talk about it.
All right, so today we have our guest, Kristen, here to talk to us, tell us some stories. Just going to throw it right out there. We're going to start off with our most important question of the day. Going back to those AOL chat room days, age, sex, location.
Oh, I love that. Oh, geez. Okay. 42, female, VA, but I used to say like 21F, CA when I was a kid. And it got wild, but no. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Then the next important question, what is your current dating status?
Oh my gosh. Single, I would say. Single.
It's funny. She hesitated, but it's regardless. It's funny. I seen somebody post the other day. It was like one of those little viral clips, and it was like, if you're not married, you're single. Dating is cool and all, but if there's not an intention to marry, you're technically single. And I was like, so that means if
That's bullshit.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's not
thank
true.
you.
That's
Thank
not
you
true.
for
Right.
that.
You know, I look at single as somebody who is either going on dates or choosing not to date at all, or looking for dates but not getting any dates. And then I look for like couples as people who may be married, maybe not married, maybe engaged,
Right.
but
That's why
they've
when I
made
seen that, I was
commitment.
like, no, that's
Like,
not accurate.
that choice of committing to each other, like that's different than just being
Once we've
single.
had the convo of this is a committed relationship, like there's no more. You're single. I don't care if you're married to me or not.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I guess if like technically they're like, are you
paper.
single? Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, marriage is such a weird thing now that like,
Yeah,
is
right.
anyone married? Like, I guess we're like
I got
legally
jo-
some people are married.
I got jokes all the time. People, I'll be like, is she married? Like, you know, somebody be talking about their girlfriend or something, like a girl talking about one of her friends. I'm like, is she married? And they'll be like, yeah, she's married, Mark. And I'm like, but is she
Married.
is she married? Like, does she cheat? Is she faithful?
My main play for many years was married men. Not that I pursued it, but if I met a married dude, he would holler, no, like 100%. And I was like, what is it? Is it written on my forehead? Like, I don't know, but marriage is
It's a good place to
nothing.
start. So yeah, tell us about this. So you're a married man attractor?
I am. Well, you know, it's been a little while. Actually, no. They love me. Married men love me.
They love me.
They're like, I'm telling you, they all, married men, like, and I'll even go into it very innocently, and I'll be like, no, this guy's very sweet, very
can't be
kind. He's
married.
my friend. He's married. He's newlywed. We talked about it, and then like that vibe will come, and then like that question will come, or like that invite, and I'm like,
Here we go again.
really? I thought you were so sweet, but
Right.
boys are not your friends. My
No.
mom told me when I was 11 years old, boys are not
She
your
was
friends.
not lying.
And I was like, we were like, Mom, you're crazy. But it was
No.
like, no, 100%. Boys are not your friends.
Nope.
You know, that's a good question because back in the day when I was married and I had trust for that person,
Loser. Idiot.
you know, he was never going to cheat. Like, hello, like we were committed or
Before
all
Jesus.
of this. I would have always said, yeah, men and women can be friends and
No.
be just
They cannot.
friends.
No.
They cannot.
Yeah, but
we're
I've come to
coming to the
realize
end
that
of our
that's not
story.
really the case.
Unless they're really ugly. Like, you can be friends with somebody that's really ugly.
So, no, but then that other
then
person
they-
wants to fuck you.
I was going to say, but they still probably will
Yeah.
catch feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not true either.
Yeah.
No.
I'm here to tell you, I've banged most of my friends that are girls.
Really?
I just have.
Haven't had the pleasure.
We haven't hung out enough.
Yeah, no.
If you hang out with them enough, something's going to get weird
If
eventually.
you drink, if you
Yeah, if you get
the
drunk
closer you
together,
get,
the
because
closer, the more you
chemis-
tell each other.
What is it? Compatibility is often confused for chemistry.
Yes.
So if you're good friends and you vibe and you're really cool, like sometimes you're just gonna get confused. And I do this all the time. Like I'll be like, this guy's
So you
really
bang a
cool.
lot of
Oh
your
my god, I'm in
friends.
love with him. Like I'll think I'm in love with people because we get along well. I'm like, they love
We
me.
get along
Like,
so well.
Are we dating now? Like,
Right.
and it's
Is
like
this a
they're just my
thing?
friend but like they definitely want to fuck me though. So
Well, yeah, there's a difference between wanting to fuck somebody and want to be with somebody, though.
yeah, but they're not your
Sounds
friend.
very true.
At the
I
end
mean,
of
I
the
want to
day. At the end of the
fuck
day,
a lot of people, but I
Yeah.
don't want to be with half of them.
No, not
Majority
at all.
of them, actually.
That's too serious, but you're
That's
not
too
their
much.
friend. If you want to fuck them, then
That's too much work, man.
You guys are not.
I mean, I think we can still.
Who wants to do relationships? They're too much work.
I don't
They are a lot of
know.
work, though.
There have been friends that I've slept with that we instantly were like, yeah, nah, we're good. and then we went back to our friendship.
I mean, that's maturity.
Sometimes like there's not sexual chemistry either, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you thought there was, and then because you got close,
Yeah.
and you had a moment, and you're like,
All right, moment's over. That's okay.
Why do we do that?
Okay,
Let's
thanks,
I have plenty of those. Yeah,
Let's don't do that again, and then you're cool. You know what I mean? It'd be weird for a day or two, or a week or two, or however how long it takes to get over the weirdness, and then it's like we can just be friends. It's fine.
Oh, I'm so happy when the weirdness is over.
Yes, I had
That's
a bad.
just such a relief.
Well, you know, like, and I'm sure we can. Well, Kitty hasn't really had a lot of dating experiences, but I feel like you have.
I love it. Oh, I love your hat.
I feel like you have, and you'll probably be able to relate. I've had a bad habit of like circling back to exes and sleeping with them.
Recycling.
Because it's easy, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like going and looking for somebody new. Hey, you just want to hook up, like be fuck buddies for a little while until we find someone. But then, like now, the level of maturity I'm getting at is like, there's been last 2 or 3 times that could have happened. I look over at them, I'm like, no, I don't like you like that.
I don't like them. Yeah.
I don't like you. I'd never. I'm over it.
And I don't even know why I dated them in the first place.
Right. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I liked about you in the first place. I definitely don't want to just bang you to bang you.
I never had a conversation with anyone like, yeah, let's just hook up while we were looking for someone else. But
Well, I mean,
I definitely
yeah.
recycle. I mean, my child's father, I dated 3 times.
Yeah, I feel like baby mamas and baby daddies are always the ones that get recycled.
So your child's father, were you ever married?
No, I got with him right when I got separated from my husband, who was like very good guy, but super annoying. Not annoying. I'm sorry, just boring. Very boring. I'm like, not wrong insult. No, he was just very boring.
You guys weren't compatible.
We were not compatible, and we
There you
decided
go.
that together. We were great partners. Like even our breakup talk was like, you know what? It's just we're not compatible. We don't have passion for one another. We're not compatible. Okay, cool. We're breaking up. We're splitting this. Okay, cool. Anyways, my child's father came back to my life, and I was like, and he just made it happen. He like moved into my home, and I was like, or my apartment I got, and I was like, okay, I guess, but I was like, I'm not in a relationship with you until I'm officially divorced. I didn't want to be like in a relationship.
How did this end up here? This is where I parked my car.
And I even asked him to leave. I was like, because he got like negative, like he was like talking shit to the TV, like like commercials, and I was like, can you leave? I haven't had time to like really like focus on my like divorce and like really be myself. I don't know. I made some bullshit up.
Right.
But
The
then,
all famous like
I
I need space because
Yeah.
it just came out as something.
I need space. Yeah.
I have to work on myself.
I need
Gotta
to
work on myself.
I really
AKA,
needed
I
to
don't
find
want to fuck
myself.
with you again.
I really needed to find myself. But also, another ex of mine told me, you guys have this thing, you've been together back and forth, like you should really stay with him though, when I kicked him out. And I listened to this ex. I don't know why I did it. So, and I also just felt bad for him because I kicked him out and and he stayed in like a shed at his boss's house. And I just felt so bad looking at the shed and I was like, oh, like we can still like make out, you know. But,
you can crash.
you know, like we can like
We can
talk talk on the phone. But no, he definitely started talking to other girls. But then I got pregnant, so that's just the beginning of a horrible situation. But I have a cute baby, so
Hey,
Yeah, we all got kids from it. It's okay.
yeah. It's all about the babies.
All about the kids.
so you went back and forth with him a few different times.
Yeah, I did. He was my first boyfriend ever in high school. Like I was like a junior or something. And I was such a prude until like I was the prudest person because I just had no like self-esteem. But I like got hooked on him. We dated. Then we broke up. It was like the hardest breakup of my life because it was my first relationship. I'm like crying in the dark, listening to the Cranberries. Like it was the most. And then
it's 90s emo
I
phase.
said when the girl from the Cranberries died, I was just like devastated. I was with my husband. He didn't get it. I was just like, she's passed. Ah. But anyways, then we dated again briefly when we were like 25, and he left me for this other like trashy girl. And then the third time I got pregnant, which now that I know him, I thought I knew him, but he is just a monster. But yeah, moving on.
All right. Well, like you said, you got a sweet little cute baby.
But my baby is really cute.
Okay.
She's funny.
I want to meet someone that has went back to their ex multiple times and it actually worked.
Yeah, I thought it was
Like,
adorable.
is it possible? For me, it's never been possible because
No.
I've got the one that
No,
I keep going back to.
I do
There's a
remember.
reason you broke up.
Exactly.
I remember, and this is probably the only instance of this that I can think of off the top of my head, where a friend of mine in middle school, her parents apparently had separated at one point, and they had almost made it to that year point where that divorce
official.
is finally able to be officially done.
Oh, yeah.
And then reconciled, and from what I understand, to this day, they're still married.
I have
Kudos
seen that.
to them.
I've seen that, and also there's like a girl and a guy I know. The guy like definitely fucked around all the time, but like I think now they like got back together
She
after.
just accepts
and-
that he fucks around, probably.
I mean, I can't imagine he doesn't fuck around anymore, but apparently
Right.
they're in love and they
Once
got
you're
back
fucking
together.
around, you just always
He was,
fuck
just
around.
accept
he was
him
just
for
such a
who
fuck
he
arounder.
is.
He was just such a fuck
Fuck
arounder.
arounder.
I mean, he was just the most.
Yeah.
But no, apparently they're back together. They got married again. Good for their kids. But apparently they're good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just negative, but I don't really.
I just don't believe. I don't know. I believe once people cheat, they tend to cheat again and again and again.
Yeah, and the
right?
trust is
Especially if you
not
see
there.
signs of it prior to them actually
Right.
cheating, like signs of it potentially happening, and then later it does happen.
just goes back to
And then it's
community. Yeah.
Okay, so
You're
this is
just a
just kind
cheater.
of, you're just a cheater. So
This
if
is
somebody
what
else
you do.
comes along that piques your interest enough, you're just
Yeah.
going to do it again.
But also, I'm not going to keep you. Like
Right.
like
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
want
good
you.
enough. Not that I'm not good enough, but like I'm not going to fulfill you and or whatever
Yeah.
you've got going on. Maybe you don't love yourself. Whatever the
Right.
case, I can't come back and be like, hey, I'm a new, improved me. Like, no, it's not going to work. He's going to cheat
Try a
again.
new position in bed, thinking he won't leave you.
like,
Yeah. No.
Try to be more like make more food or something. Like no, try to do more laundry.
I mean,
and-
here's the thing, guys. I joke about this all the time. Guys are pretty fucking simple. You fuck them, you feed them,
It's true.
and leave them alone.
But we're so complicated that we can't do it. We know these things. We know that. But
Feed
we're
them
like,
and
you
leave
know
them
what?
alone.
Honestly, I was great at doing that.
I believe you. I believe you. I really do. I believe that you did it
I
all.
took care of the house. I made dinner. I did all of those things.
I'm stubborn and I just cannot help it. I know how guys work. I know how they operate. I'm an observer. I've read books. I know it, but I cannot help but be like that girl who's like, it's just funny. Like, I know I shouldn't say it, but I do it, and I can't help it. And also, I've thought to myself,
Find it very funny.
like, I just funny that you did. And even though I know there's no reason in having that conversation, he's just gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get anywhere.
Well,
but
yeah,
I'm
they're
just-
never gonna admit it.
I'm just so, but also like,
I've caught people like in the act almost, and they're still like, "No, it's not what it seems."
oh my
I'm
gosh,
like,
we were hugging.
"But it
my
really
zipper was
is."
caught on her
Right.
vagina.
So landed.
I tripped and fell right on her, but we weren't doing anything.
I mean,
She moaned because it happened out of nowhere.
Because it was like,
I just feel like I was talking with somebody the other day. I don't remember what the convo was, but the only thing that stuck to my mind out of it was like naturally, especially men, they were like they're primal. They're like men are like animals. They're not meant to
all
be alone.
animals.
We all are
all
essentially.
animals. That's how I feel.
You know
I
what
feel
I mean?
like we're not meant to
I
be
don't think
monogamous.
exactly. I don't think there's ever going to be one person that's going to satisfy you completely.
No.
Now, can you sacrifice and make it work for 30 years? Maybe, maybe not. But I think it's going to be natural. Like you're going down the street and you see a hot dude or a hot girl, like to have those feelings of like, damn, I'd like to jump on that.
I
Like, it's
think
just going to
that's
happen. And
natural.
people that say they don't look at other people
Oh,
are
geez.
full of shit.
They are
Like,
full of
come
shit.
on.
No, some
Face
people
it.
are weird though.
I
man.
remember I used to walk around with my husband. I'd be like, "Hey, look at that hot chick over there." He'd be like, "Yeah, she's hot."
See,
Exactly, and that's what we're
how it
supposed to
should
be.
be. Exactly. It should be if you're mature enough and you
Yes.
have a strong enough relationship.
I'm trusting enough to like realize that
Yes.
that's all that's ever going to be.
Exactly.
Right.
That is a healthy relationship. If
Yeah,
you're
we
gonna
should be able to
like-
have those combos for sure.
And that person be like, you know what? But that it's not worth it. It's not worth losing my family,
Right.
my wife, or whatever.
My
And if
support
there's a
system,
problem,
like
let's
what we
work on
build,
it.
you know,
But
all
it's
of
not that world
I don't know,
anymore.
man. I
not
think
It's not the world.
yeah, we're not in that world anymore. Everybody's cheaters. Marriages don't work. Relationships
the
don't
worst.
work.
Yeah. Everyone
You know,
sucks.
there's so many options.
sucks.
It's just
It
fucking
sucks.
horrible. I
It
feel
is.
like just accept the fact that he's gonna cheat. Like if you get in a relationship,
No,
it's
I
probably
don't.
gonna
I
happen.
do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. I get where you're coming from, and I
Yeah.
get that that is
Not
a
everybody cheats.
major,
I think
major,
everyone does,
major
actually.
thing in dating these days.
Not
and
everybody
people, Not
cheats.
everybody
Ugly people
does.
don't always cheat.
It's just
Ugly people definitely
Ugly people
cheat.
don't always cheat. They're slim pickings.
Right.
the fuck they don't.
Actually, no. Some people. Okay, I'm not going to start talking about it. Kidding.
Some ugly people
are
do.
really, really
We
disgusting.
all know
Yeah, some
somebody
people
And
that's
they
had
still
it.
get play. Actually, you know what? I think ugly people more so because they're willing to settle.
Well, not only that, I think ugly people, especially if they get like a very attractive person and they're not used to having attractive
Oh, I
people,
have the whole theory on this.
then their
Yeah.
ego blows
Yep.
up and they're like, well, fuck, if I can get her, I can get another hot
Yep,
bitch too.
absolutely. Curse of the midman.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it just kind of happens.
And that is who will break your heart, is the mid-man. If you'll go for a guy who's like, you think is less attractive or like maybe lower in status, whatever that may be.
Right.
And you'll think that he's going to like kiss your feet and be like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You're so beautiful. Why would you give me this? But no, they immediately get cocky. They get a big head.
Oh yeah, no.
They treat you like shit. And then they go for something, so for other hot girls. But then it's the ego
challenge
hit is so hard that you go like, that's basically I think maybe what I've been experiencing for quite a while.
The midman,
it's like, you should have loved me and you don't, and so like, why not? Because like, I'm fucking hot, so like, and it's such an ego bruise. They will destroy your life. I'm just saying, don't go for that.
So after you finally got over the baby daddy, and that's no longer a thing, what's your dating life been since that?
Baby daddy, and then I dated another narcissist, and then I dated another narcissist.
Oh, we don't put names out there, by the way.
Oh no, their names are narcissists and one and two.
Narc 1, Narc 2.
There was a guy that he was okay, but he was like off. I think every guy that I talk to, they are like weird, and they don't. And because I'm a fixer, I'm a helper. I want to fix them, and they have potential. And I'm like, you know what? If I just like dress him up a little bit, and like maybe like throw him in a picture, we'll look cute. So like that's what I do, which is horrible, but it does not work out.
No, because even if you do upgrade them a little bit, then they're like, damn, I'm upgraded. Peace out.
So they do get like that, but also lately, all the guys, probably for the past like 4 years that I talked to, are like, I just don't like to text. I don't like my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you don't want to talk to me? So it's just,
is that just your
really
excuse to do whatever you want for hours on end? And,
and that's
not that I require you to be attached to me 24/7. But like, if we're doing something and we're in some kind of relationship, like just, hey, how's it going?
If you think that you're attracted to me and you like spending time with me, just be like, hey, how are you? I'm not expecting you to tell me where you are. I'm not expecting you to ask me.
You don't need to give me the play-by-play of your day.
I've seen both.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I've seen both sides of that, because I am kind of like a communicator sometimes not, but like some kind of basic back and forth through the day would be nice, just to know that you're there and you actually still like me a little bit.
Exactly.
Like, do you like me?
Little reassurance. You don't
gotta be gushy and all lovey-dovey.
Like I'm chasing somebody. I'm chasing somebody right now. Like, slept with her a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, and we've had back and forth, and I'm over here like, hey, checking in, let you know I'm thinking about you, and I don't do that. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Oh my gosh, that's so good though. You need to do that.
It is,
how
but
is she
like,
reciprocating? Is she like, I don't really go on my phone often. I don't even know where my phone is.
Let's see. That was at 2:00. It's 3:00. So there's your answer.
So she's doing it on purpose. She's doing it on purpose.
That's not always a thing.
Well, she does work retail, and
oh no, she's busy.
She's busy, because some people actually don't play on their phone when they run a store, especially.
Oh yeah, she's busy.
She's busy, so she'll get back to me later.
I love that.
So we'll see. She might hit me back later. She might not. I might hear from her tomorrow. Whatever. But I'm starting to get used to that type of shit, because on
have
the
that conversation. Like you know, oh well, she's a store manager.
Right.
She's busy during the day. She doesn't really check her phones, or maybe she does because if she has kids, she's looking for emergency. But she doesn't necessarily have the time or the mental capacity to be like, oh, let me respond to Marcus right now.
Yeah, for sure.
At the same time, like it gets frustrating.
But a lunch break,
don't waste my time.
It is frustrating.
Yeah, don't waste my time. Like, have a conversation with me.
Well, you know
like,
what's frustrating, and I think like a girl in a lot of ways with shit like this. It's frustrating was when you do hang out with somebody that's not very responsive and they're on their fucking phone the whole time.
So
and you're like, oh, but you just don't want to text me back.
Yes, that's some bullshit.
Now that is a red flag.
That is
right.
a red flag.
If you're hanging out with somebody for several hours, or a dinner date, or whatever you're doing,
right, and
all they're doing is on their phone. Yet when you're not around them, and
they never respond.
They don't respond, and their excuse is, I'm not on my phone, or no.
That's what I experienced. So I've been seeing someone for like 2 years, and he's the worst, and we get in the most ridiculous, we're super toxic. But he says like, I don't like to plan. And I'm like, okay, well, number one, I have a child, so I have to plan everything.
Right.
And
gotta plan this out.
And if you love me, what you tell me every weekend how you love me so much, then you should make some kind of sacrifice, like maybe make a plan, or
like,
maybe
hey, I don't know what we're doing, but if you get a babysitter between these hours, let's hang out.
Or you always be like, I assumed you had the kiddo. I have the kiddo 100% of the time. I always have the kiddo.
Right.
Why would you assume I have the kiddo? Like, tell me.
Why would you
to
assume
not
I don't have the kiddo?
Yeah,
Right.
tell me don't have the kiddo right now because I want to hang out. But he'll be like, I don't make plans. And then I'll see him on like Facebook at a baseball game, and I'm like, so did you guys just like telepathically like meet at the baseball
Did somebody
game?
show up at your door and go, hey, I got baseball tickets, what you doing right now?
Yeah,
There
like,
had to
did
been
you-
a plan there.
And like you apparently you have a job, so like did you like just kind of roll up to work whenever, or did you plan on getting up and like going to work, getting ready and going to work? Like there's no way you don't plan. And
That's
I
called
say it to him
laziness.
constantly.
That is a complete
it's called
laziness.
just like I don't know.
And
It's
you
not-
know,
look,
you know what
as
that
a
is? That
guy-
is, you know what that is? That's convenience.
Exactly.
He
I was
wants
gonna
you when it's
Yes.
convenient.
No, he wants
Exactly.
me
I was
right
going to
there.
say that a different
Yes,
way,
he wants me
but
there.
as a guy, if I'm not thinking about making plans with you, you're not
Yes.
you're not priority.
Oh, but I'm
Absolutely.
like, he loves me so much. I'm the only person he's ever loved and
Yeah,
dated
whatever.
in so long.
He's
and blah,
full of
blah, blah.
shit.
Yeah,
And
he's
he
definitely
can't
full of
do this
shit.
because of the way his mind works and blah, blah.
Yeah,
and it's
whatever.
like, dude, like, you
Stupid.
will jump at the opportunity to hang out with anyone else.
Right.
Like, dude-wise, which is
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
you
that's
just-
another story. Like, what's
Right.
up? But not me. It's just all, and it's all bullshit. So I'm like, leave me
Yeah.
alone. And then I don't get left alone. But
What's the? Yeah, I'm not even gonna go.
Well, that's got to be strength on your part to say, no, I'm done. Thank you.
oh my gosh, and I'll do it, and then all of a sudden, like
Go back.
months will go by, and then I'll bump into them. That's why I can't go out. But I digress. Another story. But
Yeah.
I hate it. It's so frustrating, and it's all clearly bullshit. So it's
Yeah.
like stop talking right out of it. Just be like, hey, you know what? We had a good time.
It was cool.
We
Peace
enjoyed
out.
sex with each other. Maybe we can do that sometimes.
Maybe we can be
Like,
fuck buddies. Yeah.
yeah, like just tell me the truth. Don't tell me all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Try and keep you.
He's trying to keep
for
you
what,
on.
though,
He's
you
just
know?
trying to keep you on a leash.
But like, I'm not even on a leash. You know, I do what I want. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then technically y'all are fuck buddies. Then is what it
I got
sounds
more
like.
fuck buddies who tell each other that we love each other.
Yeah.
When we fuck, it's like a role
that-
play.
Okay, so listen, we talked about this. We talked
I have a
about this.
theory on this.
Oh, tell me.
does
I
have a
love
This
theory
it.
on
goes back to a girl that told me she loved me freshly fucked.
Oh, okay.
And then later when I called her out on it, when she was like, yeah, I don't want to be serious or not, I'm like, bitch, you told me you love me.
I thought we were getting married.
Right. It's like, you tell me you love me when we have
talking
sex.
about a ring.
Is that just,
And she's
her
like,
ring?
no, she is like, in the heat of the moment, like, yeah, I did love you
I'll
right
tell you
then
what,
and
no,
there.
you wanna hear.
No.
So now
I don't
we've
wanna
came
talk
up
to you
with this
anymore.
thing, like there's this window, like at least a half an hour to an hour after sex, nothing even matters what comes out of your
Don't
mouth.
listen to what they say.
So
I mean, listen to
the
it, but don't.
oxytocin or
don't put any
whatever.
weight on
is
it.
Right.
flowing.
It's like all the
Yeah.
hormones are flowing, especially if you got drugs and alcohol in the mix. Like,
Yeah.
Dopamine, the
I
serotonin.
say
definitely
24
don't
hours.
listen. Right,
I
exactly.
say 24 hours because I
well, you'll know right away. Yeah, you'll know right away. Like if you talk first thing in the morning the next day, then
exactly.
But if it's like 2-3 days, then you're like, damn it, that was dumb.
Well, yeah, I hate that, but it shouldn't be dumb. Like we should do what we want and like whatever. But people should be more open.
I just think, yeah, exactly. I think it's a communication
honest.
thing of like,
Like, I have
yeah, I
fun,
do love
but-
you, I do enjoy you, but I don't want to be serious with you, but I do enjoy hanging out with you and fucking, and let's
But
leave it at that.
They want you on a leash. I think that's
Exactly,
A big thing.
they do want you on a
I'm even
leash.
guilty of it. Like I won't let a guy down because I'm like, well, you know what? Like I'm not talking to anyone else. So
Right,
and it's
exactly.
awful. It is awful, but I am guilty of it, and I think everyone.
See,
is.
I'm not that bad about it. Like once I start, like perfect example, someone that I've been sleeping with for a little bit, she started catching feelings, and I was like, hey, I don't like where this is going. Hey, I see you catching feelings. That's not the vibe I want to go to. So I'm giving you an opportunity to step off or realize we're just fuck buddies.
Honestly, I don't think a girl. I don't understand how women have sex and have fuck buddies and not catch feelings. I think they're kind of full of shit, honestly. If
Oh no,
they're
she
not.
caught feelings fast.
Yeah,
and I
because
was
she's
like,
having sex, and sex is like for women, it's a very like
Yeah.
emotional, and we don't even want to. I'll have sex with someone I don't even like, and next morning I'm like, oh my
I like
god,
'em.
I fucked so and so. I'm so
Now I like 'em.
I was fucked up, but then the next day I'll be like thinking about him, and I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't
Right.
know. I don't
It's
know.
kinda good. Maybe I wanna do it again.
But now I'm like, I mean, what's he doing right now? Is he thinking about me? Like,
Should I call him? Should I reach out to him?
I mean, is he
Right.
like? Should I just like?
Is he interested in me?
just accidentally send him a text and be like, hi,
Right.
oh sorry, wrong person.
wrong person.
No,
Well,
just
for me,
kidding.
like I'm in this phase of my life of where like if you got a bunch of bullshit with you and it's complicated, I don't want to pursue anything outside of the bedroom.
Mark and I are just friends. So that's basically that's what I'm saying. Like I've got a lot of shit going on right now.
Right.
But
I don't want to do that.
It's good to have a lot of shit going on though, because you can tell dudes seriously. Like, listen, you don't want to date me. I got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I don't want. And I used to not listen to girls when they said that, and now I do.
It's
now
so
I do.
apparent.
And I'm like, whether you're telling the truth or not, I'm going to take your word for it, and I'm not trying to get involved in your bullshit because I got enough bullshit.
I think we're in a time now where, like, everyone is going through bullshit. Like, it's tough.
Well, everybody's on drama. Everybody's coming out of trauma situations. Everybody's hanging on to those trauma.
Also, like financial
problems.
Like, finance is huge.
Dude, fucking dating is expensive.
I'm
I spent one day with my crush, the one that I really want. That shit was like $200.
Yes, it's true.
Like, what the fuck?
And I feel bad.
And then I'm trying not to say nothing about it because I knew what I was signing up for.
I feel bad.
And a couple days later, we went out, and I was like, remember how you said when you got paid you were covering this outing?
Oh no! I'm gonna go.
Remember the days like that movie Half Baked where you took that girl out for like $8.50.
Yeah, right. Well, then she tried to start counting how many drinks we had that day, and I was like, "Listen, it's not that big of a deal. You spend what you can spend."
Sounds like a horrible time.
I was like, "You spend whatever you can spend, and when you hit that,
there are very cheap things to do for dates. That are
not for alcoholics that just want to get drunk. Listen, not for alcoholics that just want to get drunk and fuck. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Well, I totally offered to my
yes, I
person
want to
who
do
lies
that.
to me all the time. I offered to him, like, let's just get some drinks and like go back to the house. We don't have to go out all the time.
Yeah,
and then he sabotaged it, but. Like, that sounds like a good time. Like, get some drinks and go watch a movie.
Take a drive out to Colonial Beach and go grab a cooler and some snacks. And
that sounds like a good
$30 and go sit on the water for a while.
Has a bunch of kids, and she's like, I don't want to do that. I can get drunk at home. I'm like, but you can't get drunk with me at home.
Lame time. I'm gonna be honest.
She's not lame.
I'm not a fan. She's not lame? Okay, well, that sounds like that was a lame time. But anyways.
Super hot.
Oh, good. I'm glad. If she's hot, then she's not a lame time.
So I'll make sacrifices.
Good for you. I like that you make sacrifices for hot girls, because I hate to be cocky, but I will tell guys, like, I'm hot, why don't you just fucking pick up the phone?
Right.
Like, I'm an attractive person.
Yeah.
Just text. It's not hard.
Well, that's the thing. I don't feel like anybody wants to talk and chat anymore.
No, I don't want to talk on the
horrible.
phone. Yeah, I don't want to talk
I want to talk on the phone. I don't want to sit around and text. I play on the computer all fucking day.
Depends on what I'm doing.
I play on the computer all fucking day. So when I finally want to talk to you, I want to pick up the phone and talk to you. Or better yet, I want to meet you and have a drink.
I want to meet. I'm bored, man. I got a kid by myself. I live in Caroline County. I'm bored as fuck.
I want to get out of the house.
I want to get out of my house.
Yeah.
Somebody watch my kid and let's hang out. We don't have to be married. We don't have to make out. We don't have to be in love.
No.
Just like, let's hang out.
Exactly.
You don't even have to, like, it doesn't even have to be like that, but like, can someone hang out with me? Like, I'm fucking bored.
I'll hang out with you, Kristen.
Thank you. I'm bored.
I'm always down to hang out.
When I meet a guy that's like cool, then I want to hang out, and like, I'm not trying to come on too strong.
Why are you pushing up on me?
And I'm like,
oh my God, she's in love with me. She's trying to move in.
Yeah,
no, I just want to hang out.
So that's the thing. Like, I have an addictive personality, and so when I like hook up with a guy, now mind you, just like kissing or meeting a guy and he's fun, I'm like the next day, like, I want to do it again. Like, that's just how I am. Like, I want to make out more. I want to hang out more. And so for a full 24 hours, I have to be like, don't text him something stupid. Don't like send him a meme. He doesn't want to, like, you seem like desperate and crazy.
I don't think it has to. I don't think you should think like that, though. You are who you are.
Well,
I don't know that that's necessarily obsessive.
I've not been getting
because honestly,
I've not been getting good responses from certain people.
Well, I'll be honest with you. If I met somebody,
yeah, they suck.
If I met somebody and I had a good time, like a really good time, to where the next day I'm like, oh, I really want to hang out with them again. Like,
yeah, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
That's when you're like, hey, just want to let you know, had a great time.
Had a great time.
Let me know if you want to do it again.
See,
balls in your court.
Yeah, no, I don't have that luck. I don't have that luck. I'll be like, yeah, let's hang out, and then they're like, well, I don't want to get anything, and I'm like, I'm just saying, like, let's hang, or I'll just send them something. But I'm also weird. I'll say weird stuff, and then I'll be like, oh God, that was weird. But
you need to find
if you don't like my weird, then
if you don't like my weird.
You gotta. I like my weird. My weird's fun. So if you don't like it,
weird, baby.
then
weird's
your weird
fun.
sucks.
Yeah, right.
I like weird.
I just think it's all about just finding the right people that like our weird, and their weird matches with our weird. And unfortunately, there's going to be times where, like, damn, that was a lot of fun, but it just don't fucking match up later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get up the second time, and it's like,
right.
this isn't the same.
Or we get caught up in that, like,
nerves, though? No.
There's some
That's
people.
my third time.
There's all. Yeah, right. There's just all kinds of factors. Like there's they're fun when I'm drunk, but when I'm sober, they're annoying. I've had those.
Yeah,
I got some
I
of
think
those.
I might be that. I might be that person. But,
I do have those that I'm just like, damn it, why are you so annoying when you're drunk?
oh no! Oh, when you're sober, you said, or drunk.
Or when they're
Oh,
drunk.
yeah,
or when
that
they're
sucks.
sober, they're annoying, but when they're drunk, they're
Yeah.
fun. Like, you know. And then
Yeah.
there's the sex is really good, but as a person, I don't fucking like them. Mm-hmm. And I'm
Sex
like,
that can be very powerful, though.
yeah, lust is such a horrible
Like
thing.
I
Lust is a very
love.
horrible
I
thing.
don't. I'm
Like,
gonna say this, but I
the one I
actually don't
dated,
love
like-
sex like that.
The one I dated like 5 times, like the love of my life, that I keep saying the love of life, but she's like the worst person ever.
Yeah.
Like she had demon pussy. That's what I call it. And it's just
That's what that'll do it. I have a
to
friend
do
who
it. It's fucking demon pussy,
kept
man.
going back to her ex, and he
I'm just like, what the
was
fuck?
worst.
Why am I doing this? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's because like best
Yeah,
sex
the opposite for that. For
It's like
men,
an
it's called
invisible
demon dick.
like kill thing,
Yeah.
huh?
What do we
Yeah, the
call it for
opposite that They
dude?
call demon dick.
Demon dick. Yeah.
I guess I've met one person with demon dick because I normally I'm not even all that into it. And then I met somebody who I like to actually have sex with for the first time in like 40 years of life.
What? So you're not
Yeah.
like, so you just, so you're not a very sexual person, is what
so
you're saying.
I am. I
But
can
you
be
just
very
haven't-
sexual, but then once it starts happening, I'm like, okay,
Is this gonna be over soon?
is it over now? Like, I'm just not into it. It's really weird. I feel like it's like something's in the way or something. But I think it's like medical, like my pelvic floor, no big deal. But no, with like this particular person though, like I love it. And so it's so straight, like I can't stop, I can't quit this person who's horrible, who lies to me, who doesn't want to talk to me.
Is this your two-year fuck boy we're talking about?
Yes, like I like sex with him, and it's weird. 'Cause
Oh,
even if you
even
looked at him,
worse.
you'd be like, really? Him? Okay.
Yeah.
Odd choice, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy when you look back at people you used to fuck with or date or fuck or whatever, and you're like, oh my God,
All
what
the
was
time.
that?
All the time.
I'm calling my friends and like, who let me do that?
Oh gosh.
Who let the dogs out?
all like,
They're like, we tried to tell you.
Woof, woof.
They're like, we tried to tell you, but you weren't listening.
I was gonna say they all knew.
Right, they all
There's
knew
those
she
White
was ugly. Yeah, right. It was all those white claws and white
Low
tees.
self-esteem.
Right.
That's what it was.
Well, sometimes though, I mean, it's crazy because sometimes it's nice to not be stuck on somebody's looks, right? And you know, and it's actually nice to be like, you know what, I just like this person as a person, and we have a good time together, blah blah blah. But then I'm so like, I don't even know what the word is, but
I still do believe there has to be some level of attraction, physical attraction.
Yeah.
there.
So
like
yes.
it doesn't have to be there, but we had said in a previous episode, like that is the first thing you see.
It is the
about
first thing you
somebody.
notice.
That's why apps are successful. Like you
Well,
swipe.
because we get catfished online, so you were attracted in the pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was
Then
my picture
people
from
fall
20
in
years
love.
ago.
Right,
on
and then
Catfish,
you
and they
meet
still wanna
up,
date after when
and
they
then
find out it's a
yeah,
dude.
then you meet up, and like their personality makes up for like the difference between the pic, and you're like, you know what, all right, whatever.
Or you just meet somebody who like you hang out with and you vibe with, not thinking anything like that's going to happen.
Exactly.
And over time, they just become more attractive to
Yep.
you.
Well, that
That's
goes
what
back
I
to
was
the
gonna
friend
say.
thing. That goes back to the friend thing.
Yes.
You're hanging out with someone in your mind that you just want to be friends with, and you keep hanging out, and there's either like that moment of vulnerability, like you're telling them something really, you know,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I think I like this person that I didn't like.
What is that tingly feeling in my belly?
Why do I want to? Well,
Right. Why do I wanna fuck
think-
her all of a sudden?
I
Damn
think
it.
that that's good though. Like if you, yes, there has to be attraction, but like if you meet somebody and then you actually take the time to get to know them, 'cause
Yes.
that's my problem.
Well, that's what we're not
I'll see
doing.
a guy, I'm like, you're hot. Let's date. I don't even
Right.
know that guy.
No,
And he
no.
doesn't
Biggest douchebag in the world.
because he doesn't
Right.
understand me because I'm
Yeah.
being weird. But if you get to know somebody,
No, I think that's-
and then they become more attractive.
yes.
Then that's actually the relationship we're supposed to have.
Well, that's what
a
we're supposed to do.
courtship.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. We should, it should
What's
be
fade?
like a thing where there's stages, you know, get to know someone slowly. We shouldn't be fucking the third night
Yeah.
or the first
or
night.
the first, but do what you do, you boo. Do you?
Right. But then on the flip side of that, I joke all the time. I'm like, well, what if I spend all this time getting to know this person and then they just suck in bed?
Do you think? But who really sucks in bed?
I mean, I've
Yeah?
encountered some.
Yeah,
As a woman, like, what do women do that is so bad in bed? Like, they just don't move.
they don't move.
Yeah, there's those.
I've been told sometimes they just don't move.
Like a fish, I've heard.
Yeah,
that expression.
they just lay there. They don't
They
do
just lay
shit.
there, they just don't, or
Don't
maybe
make no
just other
noise.
things. Oh, don't make noise.
They
Don't make
do
noise.
anything.
Don't seem like
What,
they're
is there
watching
such a thing as
it.
too loud?
Well, it depends.
Well,
If there's
depends.
other people in the house, yes.
Okay, yeah, but
Like me, I live in my basement and I got a roommate and a daughter upstairs.
Okay, yeah, but like,
My daughter
say there's
was-
no one in the house.
Oh yeah, nah, go ahead.
Go
Yeah.
at it.
Okay,
It's-
because sometimes
yeah, go at it.
I'm a little. Was I loud?
But no,
I feel like I'm a little
I've
too loud
had plenty
sometimes.
of guy friends tell me that they've been with women who were not
Speaking
good.
of being loud, let's talk about this.
They're not adventurous. They
Yeah.
sit still. They don't make
it's horrible.
noises.
Adventurous, I think that some people can lack in that space.
Yeah.
Like, of course, especially if it's like your first time with somebody. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do
yeah.
like reverse cowgirl when I just met you. But no, I hear what you're
Well,
saying.
it depends. If you really trying to lock him down, you better go all out.
Fuck no, I haven't locked anybody
spit on
down.
that.
Right,
I've had
spit on
plenty
that
of sex.
thing.
I've had plenty of hawk twos, had sex, and those guys didn't stick around. So I
Yeah,
believe
true.
that.
Well, it's the other way around and y'all can confirm this. I'm always like, damn it, I can't give her the good drunk dick, because then like girls like you especially are gonna be like chasing my ass, and it happens every damn time. Like if somebody,
What are you talking about, girl?
I'm just saying like,
Like me?
Girls like
White
me? white girls. No, I'm just saying in general. Say like you have a random hookup, right? And you know it's really fucking good. Like you're probably going to want to do that again. So
Yeah.
like I've had those things where I'm like, damn it, I shouldn't even have fucked her to begin with. And I definitely shouldn't have like put it on her, because now
Yeah.
she's definitely
Now
going
she's
to
gonna
be.
expect it every
That's just what
time.
I wonder. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wonder. That's funny that it goes through your head like that. That's kind of hilarious.
Well, it's
That you're
hard for
like, I
guys.
shouldn't have given her the good dick because now she's going to be pressed. But I
I
don't
can't say that
that's
I've
what it
ever
is.
thought on that level after. Oh man, I shouldn't have done
I
that.
should not have given her.
Well,
I
girls
do
are
it, and
different.
it makes sense though, actually, because I will have some guys pressed, and I'm like, shit, I should not have had sex with him because now he's
He's
stalking
pressed.
me.
Now he's all about it.
But no, I think girls, a lot of it's emotional, but I don't know because I don't really like sex all like that much. So
Yeah, if you don't like sex like that.
I've never really been.
Speaking
with
of being
that.
loud, though, before I let this thought go, so
Yes.
like the whole loud or quiet. Here's my thing, right? I live in a house with a guy. We all know this guy. We won't call him out or nothing.
Ooh, I want to know. I don't.
No, we're not calling out names.
We'll talk about it
Okay,
afterward.
okay, yes.
Anyway, I got my 22-year-old daughter upstairs. She can sleep through a fucking tornado.
That's
Like
perfect. Yeah.
she doesn't wake up. So I know when she's asleep, we can do whatever in the basement.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's nothing. My new roommate, on the other hand, he apparently every time I fuck, he hears it.
Oh, that's funny.
And I got a brand new bed, but it like beds are not
Those
as
brand neat ones, yeah, or louder.
beds are not like they used to be. Like now we're on this IKEA bullshit, and it's
Yeah.
not real wood anymore. So anyway,
Once you move a piece of furniture around one time, it falls
right?
apart.
Yeah. Well, it squeaks. So
Yes,
I'm
it
like,
squeaks.
and I'm aware of it, and I'm trying to be thoughtful, but at the same time, like some drunk girls on me, like I can't
Yeah.
control how crazy she
He's
goes.
a dude.
Right.
So like you're expecting him to be
Well,
like,
I feel
get
like he's
that.
just fucking like.
hating.
He's coming out of a crappy ass relationship. He posts all this boohoo shit all over the internet.
no.
And I'm like, dude. And he actually made a post the next morning about it. Me banging a
my
girl
gosh.
downstairs.
That is
and I'm
not
like, why
cool,
are we
dude.
doing that, dude?
That's not okay.
Like, come on. First of all, you're acting like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Posting dumb shit on
Yes, being a little
Facebook.
bitch for sure.
You know what I mean? It's already bad enough you cry and whine on Facebook in general, but now you're like, my roommate bangs too loud in the basement. I'm
I
like,
mean, that makes you look kind of really cool, though. So,
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, that makes him look kind of
Did anyone comment? How rude of him.
That is, yeah,
Everybody just kind
I
of
know.
joked about it
How
underneath
yeah,
it.
how dare him?
Yeah, how dare him get some
Did you have to get
ass.
up in the morning for work? Oh my
Right,
god.
who gives a fuck? Get
Yeah.
over it.
That is so crazy. Oh, I'm so curious now. But
I'm just like, really, dude? You're gonna like call me out online for
That's
getting
crazy.
Yeah. And then he made like some like throwing some shade, like, oh, my roommate brings a drunk bitch home and I can't sleep now because she's fucking being loud. I'm like, bro.
I can't sleep when you're
Marcus, why
crying.
you keep
Like, when
bringing
you're
drunk
wailing
bitches
with your
home?
crying. I
Right.
can't sleep at all.
Why you keep bringing drunk bitches home?
She's not.
Yeah.
Why
She
don't you
what?
bring some
Respectful
sober
to her
bitches
roommate.
home?
Right,
Yeah.
bring sober girls home on a Friday night.
They're really fun. They're always fun.
So, Kristen,
Anyway,
kind of back to you. And you can choose to answer this question about, well, no, because you said your ex-husband and you just realized you guys weren't compatible. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this about your baby daddy.
Okay.
Okay. So, good, bad, ugly, all of that. There was something that made you fall in love with him in the first place. There was something there, whether that turned out to be a facade to you or whatever the case was. What would you say were the three favorite things about that person?
Ew, I so don't want to talk about him. But no, so he was my first boyfriend ever.
First
really.
love.
Like, yeah, and like first boy. Like, no, I think I had a boyfriend when I was like 13, and we like talked on the phone.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, so he was my first real boyfriend relationship, and so that's like a thing right there. Like, it just
That
like,
is a thing in itself.
Yeah, like just like first like everything, mind you,
Yeah.
first everything. Even though he sucked then too, but we've known each other for like 30 years. So even to this day, we will like hate each other, have a fight, and he'll be like, "You don't let me see my daughter," and I'm like, "You're a piece of shit." But he'll still be like calling me like, "Oh, my mom pissed me off," and I'm like, "Well, you know how
Right.
she is. You know how your mom is." Like, we're still like, we know
Just that
everything about
almost
each
like
other.
an old friend connection.
Yes, and we know each other's past, and like when I was married to my husband, I would say things to him, and he would be like, look at me like, what the fuck did you just say? Because he was a cop, and I was sober, and I felt like that's what I should do. Like, okay, now that I'm sober and I don't hang out with people who do drugs, like, let me marry this cop. And so I'd tell him about my past, and he'd be like, I'm here to support you. But then he totally was judging me. Or I'd look at the mug shots and be like, I know this guy, and he'd be like, seriously, babe, like, stop. And but now I can hit up my baby's dad and show him a mugshot, and he'll be like, oh, that bitch, oh my gosh, like, we know our past, and we laugh, like he's funny, we understand each other's humor. He is funny, like but he is obnoxious as shit, but no, he is funny though, and we'll always understand each other's jokes. And sometimes he'll say something and I'm like, fuck, I wish you were cooler, because
I wish you were cooler.
a piece of shit.
like, because really, like, I
many
love
ways
that you
this
quoted
could work.
that right there, and I love that I got it, and like only you would get that, so it's a bummer.
No, I think it's awesome when we have those. I've got a handful of exes that I can still just call and shoot the shit with, and we're good. We get each other, and that's awesome. Baby mama, on the other side, like the sight of her voice, everything about her gets on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, it's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? So I think it's cool we can do that. But there's so many people I encounter that's like, what? Still talk to your exes? The
Yeah,
ones that
yeah.
get mad about it too because they don't have that with
Yeah.
theirs.
Some
I'm like,
people are
look,
afraid.
dude, I tell girls straight up front, I'm like, A, I like hanging out with girls over guys. B, I'm still friends with all my exes. So you
I
should
am
accept
too.
you should accept this shit up front, or it's
Except for a
not gonna
couple.
work. Because I'm not gonna play the game of like, who are you talking to over there? Why are you talking to your ex again?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, get the
Well,
fuck
there's
out
no
of here.
point in that. Yeah, like you could fuck your ex anytime. Why, while you're with that person?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't like a guy that has a lot of girlfriends, because you know my theory about girls are not your friends. So, like, I had a friend who had a lot of girlfriends, and he was like, no, they're just my friends. His wife left him eventually because it was a big issue, and he's like, but they're my friends, like, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, he was my friend, and he definitely wanted to fuck me.
I think
I
there's
definitely think he wanted to fuck. Like, it's
I
just,
think
you're
there's
in
a difference
denial, bro.
between wanting to fuck someone and actually doing it. So I mean, you know,
I don't know. If you were my husband and you had all these girlfriends and you wanted to fuck them, you're not going to. That's cool. But like, I don't want you hanging out with people that you want to fuck. So,
I mean, I think there's a level of like.
Especially because there's a level of drinking some people can get to
Yeah.
where
And that's
they lose
another
their
thing,
inhibitions.
too.
Well, I think
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Same thing with a girl. If I'm dating a girl and I really care about her and she's like, hey, I got all these guy friends, I'm going to be like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. I'm friends with guys that I'm not going to fuck.
I think it's a group thing at that point where it's like, yeah, sure, you can be friends with those guys, but we're all going to hang out together.
Exactly.
I don't want you hanging out with them by yourself.
Don't hate on them because they're girls.
Right,
Like,
right.
That's not attractive.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't think you should go out, like,
I think
out of town with her or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's fair if you're in a committed relationship to be like, hey, it's cool you had those girls
I'm
deep
having
in.
a girls' night with all the guys.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Me and the guys are going out.
right.
Take care of the kids.
Right. And then it's even worse when you got that friend that like hangs out with all the single people and they all want to go to the fucking bar. And I'm like, you're the only single girl in the crew. They're all on some man hater bullshit. They're all trying to get laid. And I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be like, yeah, sure, go have fun.
Yeah. No.
Go have
so
fun.
Guys really worry about that. I've taken my friends out, and the guys are just so not down because they think I'm out. Just like, fuck that motherfucker. Let's go cheat. Let's go fuck some dudes. And it's like, I don't know. I don't think that happens often. But then again,
I
I'm just
really
me.
don't. I don't.
I
yeah.
never. But
I
then
don't
I
think
talked
that
to my
happens very
ex, and
often.
he's like,
I mean, I'm
really-
sure it happens.
he hates women. My baby's dad. He really hates women now, and he'll talk about how girls now are just have no respect, and they're showing their ass on Instagram, and they
mean,
all
he's not
hate
wrong.
dudes, and they're all pieces of shit. Yes, and there are girls.
There's a level of that.
Yes, there is a level of that, and I'm like, but honestly, I think that's just like a small group
But
of women.
why do you got to assume that I'm that person? Why do you
not
have to
even
assume
saying
that
it's
if I go
me.
out with my friends one night, I'm going to talk to so-and-so or do something
Yeah.
behind your back or
I
not
think
tell you
it-
about
Why do you assume it's all women? Like, yeah, there's some
Yeah, you
nasty
can't assume
bitches
it's
out
all
there.
women.
Just like
But,
you can't
I've
assume it's
never
all
gone
men.
out and been like, fuck your boyfriend,
Right.
fuck your
Well,
man,
I think
let's
it's
cheat,
like,
let's fuck
I
this
think
guy.
Oh,
it's-
no way.
I
In
think
fact,
it-
I'm the one who's like, girlfriend, I think you're getting a little too cozy with that guy.
Exactly.
Forget
Why
your
are you
boyfriend.
hanging out with that dude? Like,
Well,
you've
here's the
got a man
thing.
at home.
As a guy, here's the way I feel about things like this, right? If you got a group of girlfriends, and we live in a small town, so there's
And a lot
that
of them are
level.
trifling,
We
honestly,
know
that's
them,
true.
right?
Just a
So you
trifling.
got a bunch of girlfriends, and there's that one that's like, every time I've seen her at the bar, she's fucking with a
Yeah,
new
yeah.
dude, like that type of shit. You can't.
Yes, I get
You
it.
can't expect me to be like, well, I know you're not a whore, but your best friend's a whore.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So yeah, I don't want y'all hanging out at the bar getting drunk together.
I get
Sorry.
it, but it's possible. I mean, it's very possible for your best friend to be a whore and you're a respectable girl who doesn't cheat on your boyfriend. It's very possible.
I do know some girls like that too.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Listen, I will say, years and years and years ago, my former best friend at the time, she was married, had a kid to a guy in the Air Force, and had come home for a little bit. She was upset with him because he got orders somewhere, and it was a big mess. But we went out, and at the time I was married. Her and I went out. We had a few drinks together, and she met some guy. Started talking to him. She's a very attractive girl. So
Those
of course
military wives, that's
yeah,
how
of course she attracts the guys. And by the end of the night, I am literally begging her to like come home with me,
Yeah.
or like get in her car and drive off. But she is obviously about to go fuck this dude.
Right.
at the
She's
car.
like,
and
no,
she did. And
I'm
she
on a-
did.
I'm going on
But
a mission.
I'm like, you have a baby at home with
Right.
your mother.
Yes.
Your husband is overseas
Right.
fighting for our country, and
He-
you're
yeah,
about
she
to move the
doesn't
baby
care.
seats out of the back seat of the car and
Oh
fucking
my
in
gosh.
the B-Dubs parking lot.
Yeah, I've
Like,
been
what is
there.
wrong with you?
And I'll be like, love yourself, girl. I've done this so many times. I've been like yelling at girls, like,
Yeah.
love yourself, love your. And then someone's like, you're being mean to her. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to tell her, like, I just told you this guy's a piece of shit.
I
You
think
have a
my
boyfriend.
biggest rule of thumb, like to sum it all up, because there are going to be those situations where like you're hanging out with one of your girls and she's a hoe, and you're going to be like, no, I'm going and get over it.
You go home, I'm gonna know.
Right. I think the biggest key, like for me in a relationship, is like your ass better be home before daylight. That's all I know.
Oh, fuck yeah. Daylight? That's pretty lenient, actually.
You know what I mean? Like when I wake up and the person I'm in a serious relationship with is not home, then there's a problem.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You
'Cause
do
I'm
not
like,
spend a night out. And
You
not
were
home.
doing
No.
something that you weren't supposed to be
But
doing.
I mean, even if you were stuck or something like.
Now we got Ubers and shit.
Exactly.
There's no
You
excuse.
need to think about your
There's
partner's
no
feelings.
excuse
could
for
be
you to
stuck.
not, even if you're broke, you could have been like, yo, babe, I'm stuck. Can you send an Uber for me?
Yes. Like, there's no reason to stay out all night. if
But
you're
it goes
in a
back to what we were talking about before. It's all the trauma and all the things.
I was
Like
gonna say
the
that.
love of my life was a drug addict. And when she didn't come home, I knew exactly what the fuck was going
Yeah,
on. It wasn't
exactly.
necessarily she was holding around. She was out getting fucked up somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Drugging around.
yeah, drugging around,
Yeah,
right?
just junkying
Just
around.
junkying it up.
Just junkying up. But no, that's what I was thinking too, though. Like, it is all trauma. Like, these girls
It is.
that are all hoes and fucking Jews, they're all just fucked up in the head.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
everybody is, but like, it's all about how like you manage it. Like, I've got trauma too, but I'm not like fucking moving my baby seat to go like fuck whoever. Like,
Right.
I mean, not tonight, anyways. So
Maybe tomorrow.
You're also
It's-
not married.
It's,
It's not Thursday yet. It's
Today's
only
karaoke.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
It's not
tomorrow's
Thursday
good. Yeah,
yet.
I'd rather
Thursdays.
I'd rather do yeah.
Thirsty Thursday's
Yeah,
coming
I'd rather
though,
Thursday.
so
Yeah, but not in the car though. I hate cars. So.
yeah, car sex has
Just
always
take
been
me to a
whack.
hotel. Take me to.
I'm a grown ass adult
Take me
with
to a
a
bench,
job.
something.
Right, I'm not trying to bang anybody in a
have a
car.
house.
Yeah, no, I
I might
never wanted to
bend,
be
listen.
in a car.
I might
never.
bend you over the hood of a car, but I'm gonna in the
I'd
car.
rather
No.
that. I need leg space. I'm a tall
Exactly,
girl.
I'm tall.
I am not
You're
gonna be in
tall.
a
Like
car.
that's not
I
gonna
Some
work.
standards.
Right.
Yeah, like
I don't know. I think
exactly.
shit-
Take me to a nice little like
Little
grassy knoll. I
yeah,
think.
something.
Grassy
The grassy knoll, not the
Take me to a
grassy
nice- To a
knoll.
grassy knoll. Take me somewhere.
Might be a shooter up there. Be
tranquil,
careful.
you know?
Right.
No, but it is because they're all fucked up.
Yeah,
and-
it is. We're all fucked up. So it's like, you know, like back to like the attachment issues and stuff. Like I have attachment issues in a way.
Anxious attachment.
If I'm really into someone and I'm really feeling them, like instantly, like why did they not want to hang out with
Yeah,
me? Why are
same.
they not here? Why has it been 3 days?
I
And you're-
totally
but you're like,
understand
don't-
that,
but don't
and
show
I-
it,
and
'cause
I
you know
totally
what about
get
it.
Can't show
that, But I'm coming from something where it wasn't told I had to be with this person 24/7, but it certainly wasn't easy.
Was it expected?
It was pretty obvious.
It was
that
implied.
If I wasn't with this person all the time, things
cheating.
were going to be a problem.
Yeah.
It was going to be a fight. So it's just easier to just not do plans with friends, not do things that I wanted to do on my own, and just. It was just easier.
So
you would just still fought anyways.
Yeah, super dangerous.
You know, so it was never a, you know, I'm telling you no type of deal. But, it, you know, you just get so ingrained in this thing. But now I'm like, I definitely do value, like, my friendships and having time with my friends and my alone time. So I'm getting to this weird, because I've been dating somebody for a couple months now.
That's right.
So I'm getting to this weird spot now where I really love hanging out with them. I really enjoy spending time with them. We talk on the phone now in the morning where we used to just text all the time, which I like. But, you know, we talk for, you know, 30, 45 minutes and that's it. And then, you know, he does his job during the day. I do my thing during the day. We might check in here and there. But like, I love that. I enjoy that. I'm not afraid that I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to be like,
pretty normal. What's going on? Where's the
I'm not afraid I'm going to get to the point where I'm like, but I just want to see you. Why don't you talk more?
Yeah,
but like, coming from that situation, like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to be up your butt 24/7.
Well, I
don't want you up my ass 24/7. I have things to do. I have things to do. You have kids.
I think it's healthy that we get away from that shit, even though it's hard, because in the past we've wanted to be up their ass, or they wanted to be up ours, or we're afraid they're doing something if they're not with us, or like all these different factors and scenarios.
Where's the natural trust go in the conversation?
Exactly.
It's just very hard.
Whatever happened to, like, you know, missing someone and wanting to see him on the weekend or something, and like, I didn't see you for a couple of days, you know what I mean?
I think that's natural eventually,
think that's cool.
But in the beginning you should want to see me more, like a lot. I think. Like, you should want to text me.
I think
that's all I'm saying. Just text me. That's my point.
Well, yeah, the text and the communication.
Call me,
yes,
text me.
that kind of shit.
Hang out with me, but you don't have to hang out every day. I have a kid. I have things to do. If you better have a job and things to do as well.
You have things you're passionate about, things you enjoy, and like, while yes, I will, as I've said in a past episode, like, I do tend to take on activities and things that my partner that I'm with likes and enjoys, because I'm an adventurer. I like to try new things. And is it going to be my be all to end all? Is that what I'm going to spend my free time on? No, probably not.
No.
But I enjoy seeing new things and being able to look at those things through the eyes of somebody who's passionate about them. It's a little different than me just jumping out and trying it myself. So I do enjoy that aspect. But in the same respect, you know, that's your passion. That's what you like to spend a lot of your free time on. And so if I'm not available to spend my free time with you on that for whatever reasons, like, I'm not going to be upset with you for going to do that.
And it's creepy if you, I had a friend,
and don't
my
be
best
upset with
friend
me when
growing
I
up.
make that same decision on something I'm passionate about.
My best friend growing up would date, she was like dated, she was a serial dater, she would date a guy, and like, I swear she'd be a different person.
What was it, Captain Crunch?
No, she would date guys, she'd date a guy, and like, he was a skateboarder. So she'd go out and she'd buy a skateboard, and like, she'd like,
that's crazy.
He was a skateboarder, and then the next time it was like a graffiti artist, and she's like spray painting shit, like, and it was just like too much. Like, she would just turn herself into that person, and that person would get obsessed. And I was like, well, yeah, because you're dating yourself.
Have your own passions.
Yeah,
have your own passions and the things you like to do.
It's nice that you want to see it and that you're interested in it, as you should.
Well,
but it would be creepy if you were
as a guy, as a guy, I hate when people pretend to be into what I'm into, and then later they're like, "Oh my God, you're doing that again." I'm like, "Bitch, a month ago you were all about
the con." I have a good friend who he loves hiking and stuff, and every girl he would take out, he'd take her hiking,
and they all pretend like they like it.
Yes, I would see, and because hiking it's the classic what you put on your dating app. I like to hike because you don't need to. You just it's walking, so you don't have to pretend that you're good at it.
You don't have to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
There's no skill set there.
So like he would have. I would see him on like Facebook with these different girls every like month, and they'd be climbing mountains, and I'm like, this bitch does not like hiking. Like I'm sure of it. And then one day
I've never seen this bitch climb a mountain in my life.
And then he'd be like, oh, this girl. Well, eventually she started complaining, and I'm like trying to train my dog.
Because bitch never wanted to do it.
She's talking about like she's complaining on the hike, and I'm like, bro, I tell you, they're all trying to con you. They see your nice house,
they're just playing you.
They're cute, and they're all trying to pretend to climb these mountains and love it, but they hate it. And then finally, he had this girl that did the long con on him, and that bitch was climbing those mountains, had a kid with them, and then took the kid. But anyways, I kept warning him.
Folks,
these bitches don't like mountains.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
Be careful if they're into every single thing you're into.
Yes.
Because it's not natural.
Because it's probably not true.
there's only so many girls that like climbing mountains. Okay, we don't all love climbing mountains.
Right. My favorite one is.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not climbing a mountain.
Right. Me being the entrepreneur, they all want to be entrepreneurs, and then like I'm like, hey, you want to help me do this thing that's fucking horrible? And they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no.
I'm
They're
like,
all
oh,
full of
okay.
shit. And I don't like. I hate a sports girl that doesn't like sports.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And they're all annoying, and they're like, "Fuck, go, whatever." And it's just
Yeah, I
like,
hate that
girlfriend,
shit.
you don't like sports. You don't
like
care about
sports.
this
There's so
game.
many girls that are pretending to like sports just
hate
to
it.
hang out with dudes, and I'm just like, ugh.
And they will go so hard to make you think
They
that
will.
they like the
They will.
sports. Like they will.
I don't even
will
fucking like.
fight.
I don't even like sports anymore. So
I
I'm
love
like,
sports.
I like
And I
going to
believe
watch.
you.
It started with football. It started with just football.
I like hockey.
Then a little bit of hockey came in there, and then some basketball came in there. Still not the biggest fan of baseball, but I love going to Fred
It's
Nat
a little-
games.
little boring.
Live games are fun.
Yeah, I just like watching
Watching it on
sports
TV.
live.
Ugh.
TV's
That's what I
fucking
like.
trash.
TV, it's just you're not there.
But no, I like sports.
No,
But I
don't like
believe that you
watching
like
it.
sports. It seems like kind of your vibe, but also you're not at like the fucking bar every Sunday, like come on, like and like you're cute and
Commanders.
stuff, trying to be like all cute, and it's just because it's like you're not. This is so. And my friend who I was referring to, she does that. She pretended to like WWE wrestling or whatever, and I was
I
like,
do not
this is
like wrestling.
gross. This is gross. Like the fact that you're doing this is just gross.
Stop
And then
faking.
she dated a guy who loved the Red Sox, and now she's still like a Red Sox fan. So it's
Yeah.
like we spent every day
Bandwagon.
together until we were like 20 years old. We never talked about sports. We never watched sports.
Right, girl,
all
stop playing.
But she will like go to the grave with like, no, I love sports, and it's like,
No, I think
stop, just be yourself.
everybody just be your fucking self. And there are going to be times where like someone will introduce you to something that you didn't know that you liked.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's awesome when
That's
that
great. That's
happens.
great.
Yes.
That's great.
But don't fucking go out here and fake shit just to be like, oh, I can spend more time
And
with this
that was
person.
So
that was
strange.
honestly the rest of the sports for me. Like big football fan, started following the Carolina Panthers the year my daughter was born because they went to the Super Bowl. I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
And so when we went to a Super Bowl party, I cheered for them, and I was like, this is kind of an exciting game. And so
Yeah.
from that point on, I was a Carolina Panthers fan,
Right.
and I loved football. And there was several seasons where you can ask a couple of friends of mine that you both know downtown. We would meet up at B-Dubs.
Right.
Starting at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'd come home for the night games. We'd watch like both sets of
I
games.
used
Like
to do that when I was
knew all
young.
the coaches of the team. I knew all the quarterbacks of
hate
the
all
team.
that shit.
I knew
Fuck
all of that
sports.
shit.
I did it when I was young, but I did not pretend to know shit.
Right.
I was like, okay, you meet me at the game. Okay, like go to B-Dubs.
Football was it.
My girl
And it
actually
wasn't-
knew about the sport, and she was very like airheaded, and I was
that's the thing.
surprised.
I can tell if a girl actually knows sports or if she's just dick riding because her boyfriend likes sports.
But see, that was kind of the point, though. Is like it was only football, and it wasn't until I got with my ex that I really started paying attention to basketball. And
Right,
hockey.
right.
Yeah.
I love hockey.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
hockey
It's
too. I
okay.
went to a
So
game once, and I love
that
it
is
now.
something that he was passionate about.
he
and
turned
really
you
loved.
onto it, and you ended up
Turned me
liking
onto
it.
And because I already had a natural affiliation
Right,
towards
you-
sports
you-
in
you
general,
liked it. Yeah, it's
I
fine.
grew to love
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
other sports that I was like, I'm not a fan of that.
Like
Yeah,
music
yeah.
is always a big thing for me. I love music, being a DJ forever. And, if I meet a girl
Yeah,
and she likes a different type of music that like, I don't know a whole lot about, like, one of my exes just come see me this week. And I remember like me and her used to really bond over music. She likes reggae. I only know like the top layer of reggae, like the
Sure.
top 40 shit that we listen to at the club.
Reggae is
Yeah.
fantastic.
So like I remember we had that big bond over that. I'm like, yo, I gotta soak all this up. Give me all the good reggae songs.
Yeah, exactly.
So like she helped me build my reggae collection. You know what I mean? So
I can only imagine how girls try to flex with the music.
yeah,
their
for
music
sure.
taste with you. I can't even imagine.
you know what's annoying? Here's a tip for the girls: if you fuck with musicians,
Write this down.
Right. If you're fucking with a guy that's a musician, we do not want to fucking play music when we're hanging out. Like, I do want to play music when we're hanging out, but I don't want to
wanna play
like
DJ.
I don't want to be the DJ.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I mean?
makes sense.
Or
Yeah.
like say I have you over and we're chilling in my garage and I'm playing music and we're drinking and shit. Don't start throwing requests at me. Just go with
That's hilarious.
just go with the fucking
Everyone's for the
vibe.
DJ.
Right. Just go for the
You're here to
vibe.
entertain me. Yeah.
Right. Just go with the vibe though. Like, let me do my
Can the
thing.
vibe be go-go?
Right. Always.
I
always.
sing that to my kid. The one leg up and put the booty
But
on
that's
the floor.
just so
It's
annoying.
funny.
Go-go.
Oh, hey,
So
I
funny.
almost got in I actually got in a big argument with one of my really good girlfriends And then I felt bad about it the next day and had to fucking make up. But the point was, we were doing karaoke in the garage, and she wanted to sing her fucking go-to song that she always sings.
It's not Journey, is
and
it?
I was drunk. No, I don't even remember what the fuck it is.
Journey. It's a
I was
classic
drunk. We were
karaoke
both
song.
drunk, and I was just like, "No, you suck at this song. Please don't sing it."
Oh my God, don't say that.
No, you know what? Please tell me. Please tell me. The other
No,
night,
'cause I don't wanna hear
I
it.
tried to sing Freebird on the stage with Radar Theory. I'm so glad these other people were up there with me because I can't
They
sing
drowned
a
you
low, like,
Yeah.
I can't sing that.
No, I want
song.
people to tell me. Here's my thing. You know, if you suck at a song, come on, let's be real.
I suck at karaoke altogether.
just
I don't
know.
care. I still
No,
sing
I'm
it.
good.
I'll still sing, but if I
not
suck,
loud, deep
if I
voices.
suck really bad at a song, I don't care how much I like it. I'm not gonna sing it.
Yeah, and if I
I
don't
do.
know that, then let me know.
Right?
do.
You
But
don't
you know
even
what?
sound that
that's the
bad.
point.
I
You
go
gotta
up
sound
there
bad.
and I'm like, listen, y'all, I suck. I just really like
That's
singing.
why you got to do a fun song. Like,
Yeah.
don't be
Oh,
all
yeah, no,
serious.
I
Don't sing
go for the
like
classic
I'm
bangers.
going down or something. If you're like you're a horrible singer.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I will not touch Whitney Houston.
That's actually. I would never touch it. Whitney
Back
Houston.
to
But it's
the
Mary J.
principle.
Blige. But I
Right.
actually did
Look,
do it.
Back to the point of the matter at hand. For everybody that's out there listening, do not try to take on your mate's hobbies that you absolutely do
Yes.
not like.
Full force.
Because we're going to know
Yeah.
at some point, and we're going to get pissy about it because I'm gonna be like, you used to love doing that with me. Now all of a sudden you don't.
Yeah.
That's the part. That's the part that really annoys me.
It's just
It's that bait and
sucks that
switch.
people
Yeah, the
do
bait and
change.
switch.
It's just natural. Like in a relationship, a guy wants the girl not to change,
Right.
and the girl wants the guy to change, and that's
Right.
how it goes. And it's unfortunate, but as
well, I
time
think it's a tug of
progresses-
war. I think it's a tug of war. I think we both want each other to change for each other.
But in ways
Well,
that
in the
each
beginning,
other
a girl
accept.
is super
Right.
chill, super fun. They're showing their best selves, and
Yeah.
then they start changing because they want to get more serious, and the guy wants them to go back to
Yeah, exactly.
what they
Loving.
were.
We
That's
just want to
why
have
the guy
fun.
doesn't-
Yeah, exactly.
The guy doesn't want
Guys,
her
like,
to change into that more
we want to
mature-
have fun. When it starts going into that, like,
They start changing.
I remember every relationship when there's that first, can we talk? I'm like, well, here we go. It's
Yeah,
fucking
the
done
fun's
from
over.
here.
And
I
then
need
the
to
girl
talk
wants
to you
the
about
guy to get
something.
more
Right.
mature. The guy wants to. The girl wants the
fun's
guy to get
done
more
now.
mature and stop being as fun and be more a little more serious. When
Right.
really the guy's like, I've been the same this whole time. Why
Right.
are you pissed? I've been doing the same thing this whole time.
Here is a hit. If you do want to have the can we talk, like, do it after we get done with sex. That's a better time.
After the sex, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't be a mood
Pro
killer.
tip.
But
Pro tip.
Just the tip.
Just a tip.
just see how it goes.
So we gotta start
Yeah,
closing
wrap
out
it
this
up.
segment. And one thing we like to close out the segment with is just a question for our guest.
Yes.
Giving some advice. So if you are giving some advice to somebody who's coming back into the dating scene after a marriage or a really long-term relationship, what piece of advice would you give them?
I would say, unfortunately, the way that things are now, it's really hard to get into like a serious relationship, and everyone's all very like, oh, we're just we're just talking, we're just this, we're just that.
Right.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Definitely date around, and also focus on yourself first and foremost, and just live your own life. Because I have to, and bite your tongue. If you want to say something, just bite it. Like, don't say anything. Be breezy. Don't bite your tongue, and just focus on yourself. Because I have the attachment issues too, and I'll be like thinking about the person, and I'm like, no, like, we're not married. Like, we just made out, So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Kristen. It was great to have
Thank
you
you so
on.
much. Lovely talk. I loved it.
Yeah, wonderful. And very funny and insightful stories. So we appreciate you being on.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Till next time.
Thanks for listening to Dating Detours.
If this episode hit home, follow the show and drop us a quick review. It really helps us grow.
And if you've got a dating story of your own, we want to hear it.
Hit the link in our show notes, be a guest, and keep navigating the chaos out there.
Keep dating, keep learning, and don't be afraid to take the detour.